right, so as we continue on our trip up here in the caboose, we're just getting toward the end of the second leg of our trip on National Train Day here on the Woodstown Central Railroad. But I wanted to give my thoughts on tourist railroading because that is a part of the industry that is really, really growing. See, for a very long time, the tourist railroad was something that was incredibly commonplace in railroading overall. So this was usually on a short line. They would decide to operate a tourist train, usually old passenger cars, maybe old cabooses, just like we're in right now, mostly associated with steam trains. But a lot of those operations tended to be relatively low rent, and that's because those railroads were not making much of a profit. They couldn't do a whole lot. And at the time, the way we as Americans vacation was dramatically different from the way it is now. There was no such thing as Instagram or YouTube or otherwise. So what we would do on our vacations was largely confined to what slides that mom and dad would take or the few pictures that we would take, and that would be it. Now, vacationing is all about the memories, not just for the kids, but for the adults too. So you have these new tourist railroads like the Woodstown Central, where we are right now, that want to make everything Instagrammable, memorable, and so on. Look in this caboose. This is not the kind of thing that you would be riding in if you were on a railroad as an employee. This is very much done for the tourists and truly to make everything memorable. And what you're also seeing is a growth in the outdoor car. So a lot of railroads, Woodstown Central here, and a couple others, Maryland and Pennsylvania, what they're doing is they're also making your open gondolas so you're able to ride outside, steam into history by the Maryland and Pennsylvania. So this is something that you're seeing a lot of growth in, and so I challenge you to give me your thoughts on tourist railroading, which ones you think are the best, which ones you think are not so good, and what you would like to see from tourist railroads in the future. And I also want you to come check out the Woodstown Central, the Colebrook Dale, the Reading and Northern, some of the ones that we've been on and given videos about over the past couple of years. I want to hear your feedback, and I will see you down the main line here at All Things Trains.